Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the David Starlyte Show. We are live and I'm coming to you from the tropics in Australia. Today I have a little bit of a headache and pretty tired. I decided to go online nevertheless just to see who's on there and wants to connect and resurrect, evolve, shift, shine, and bring forth your highest possible timeline. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me to earn money. So, welcome everyone. Please do like and share if you are connected or resonating with the content. We're here to expand what's real, to create an architecture within the mind and within consciousness that is practical. So the practical steps of embodying that, call it spiritual embodying that reality. So you think, for instance, of a goal. That goal is only going to occur if you take action, if you actually lived experience, if you actually perform something or push forward into the world with that. So that's the concept of spiritual embodiment. How is the new year treating you? I had a very good day yesterday, but it reached exhaustion. So I would say exhaustion, Marianne. And yeah, that's kind of been 2026 for me so far, exhaustion. And what about you? How is it going? Can you believe that it is 1 week into the year? It's the 7th of January here in Australia. For many of you, it will be the 6th of January. And so we are moving into this energy, moving into the void of consciousness that is potentiality of the year ahead. So it's up to us to plant the seeds into the reality, plant the seeds into consciousness, into source of how we want to program our reality, how we want to live our reality. Always knowing that our perception is powerful. Our perception is incredibly powerful, whatever is happening around us. And Butterfly says, Happy New Year. Great to see you. We missed you last week. Ascending Universal Butterfly. And how was your New Year's? Did you have Christmas? I'm not sure when you were on last. So welcome to the show. And how did it go? Do you have things that you like to do? And what did you do, Butterfly? How do you bring in the new year? How do you celebrate the new year? And are you into setting goals, setting directions, setting new perceptions, new attitudes, new ways of being in 2026? How do you do that? Do you have a technique? Do you have a methodology? Do you put the energy out there? The great teacher Wayne Dyer, he used to do the R meditation, Gapa meditation, which is very, very wonderful. I haven't been practicing it recently. I used to practice it. It's really the R sound. So you sit in meditation, and you bring forth your manifestation of what energies you would like to bring forth, what you would like to experience in the world. And you do that every morning and see how your life changes. Marianne says, just an easy month, few things scheduled on purpose. Snow coming Friday and Saturday. The snow is incoming and your subconscious is preparing for snow. And your conscious mind. That's wonderful. I'm kind of teasing you because the subconscious knows. It's the knowing presence behind the conscious mind. It's also often misunderstood, and nowadays often people separate the consciousness into the subconsciousness and the super consciousness, even the super consciousness. There are many approaches to this, but also the things that are working in the background, like your heart beating. Some researchers call the unconsciousness, the unconscious. So the unconscious mind. And then people like Jung, the great psychoanalyst, he was talking about that which is under your conscious mind. That was what the subconscious mind was referring to. Butterfly says it was absolutely fabulous by the beach, listening to the whisperings of the ocean and spending time with my guides and angels. That is so blissful and inspiring, Butterfly, and makes it worthwhile being online so you can share. You can share those beautiful whispers, the whispers of the ocean. And I was on the ocean yesterday in one of my sacred little temple spaces, which is a big rock. It's like a little mountain. I don't know what you call it. Large rock face, which has a beautiful energy, a strong resonant energy. So I was there by my rock yesterday. I brought the dogs along to share with the whisperings of the ocean and the guides and angels. So very special. And how did you feel, Butterfly? How did you feel with the energy? Hope your new year was fun and exciting. Thank you, Butterfly. I went to sleep, so it was fun and exciting. It was just a dance of astral projection and dreamscape, a dreamscape. So a beautiful dreamscape for me. And breathing, working on authenticity, being the guide I came to be, being the highest version of myself, stepping up in my worthiness. How do you feel about the idea of being worthy? Well, a lot of us light workers, it can be a bit of a struggle, bit of a topic that triggers people because there is this lowering of vibration, this tendency to be small and to hide away. So that was what I was working on, stepping up in my worthiness, in my light. So it's like instead of being a small light, being a larger life. So that was really what I was thinking about and showing up for. And this is important, that we show up for ourselves. We show up for our highest pathway, our highest timeline. Butterfly says she was sitting on a humongous rock. Wow. Sounds similar to my humongous rock yesterday. So sitting on a humongous rock, but mine's more a rock face. And then you can sit on there's a rock on the ground, so you can sit on the ground with your back against the rock. I felt a massive shifting in the auric field. What was that like for you, Butterfly? That sounds really exciting, really fantastic shift in the auric field. So the energy shifting and the subconscious programming coming out for you, Butterfly. It feels like there are some ego wounds, and we all share this reality. We all share this aspect of hurt. How does hurt show up for you, and how do you work through it? How do you overcome it, let it go? Part of it is assertiveness, of having strong boundaries, of really showing up in a contained way that says, this is who I am, what I am, what I'm prepared to tolerate. This is my no. And getting used to saying no, that creates a stronger space, a safer space, a more authentic space, where in a way you can dance with consciousness in a more grounded way. So it's interesting, these ideas of boundary and being bounded versus the consciousness, at least the spiritual consciousness, the super consciousness, which is boundless. Ascending universal butterfly, I was actually vibrating and pulsing as though the hand of the divine had passed through, and it did. It absolutely did. Vibrating and pulsing. That's really beautiful. It's a kundalini rising. That's the the idea of the Kundalini rising up. And Marianne, how has it been for you? Did you have any epiphanies? And how are you envisaging and planning 2026? It's just hard to believe how quickly it's already going. Like a shift, I feel prior to Chinese New Year, the preparation, finding where and when the dragon will appear. I need to get decorations. So when you say decorations, is that metaphorical or symbolic or literal? Do you mean literally decorations, or you're speaking sort of metaphorically? Marianne, I think it's metaphoric, but I don't know. Maybe you're speaking quite literally when you say I need to get decorations. So a shift is happening collectively. It's been quite an eventful year so far. There's really a sense of catharsis, of action, of movement, of volatility, of intensity. You know, the red coins and stuff like that. So those are literal decorations. And what are you decorating? What are you decorating, Marianne? So we're speaking literal decorations and the beautiful red dragon energy with the red coins coming through. So that's representative of something very bold in your life, Marianne. Butterfly is having a kundalini rising, the shift of energy, which a lot of people are awakening to their divine consciousness, and that's happening collectively and individually. So this is a big shift where it's almost like the dormant energy is rising up, and some of the lost energy is being reconfigured, rising through the energy centers of the body, which unlock a higher consciousness, more a deeper sense of often a deeper sense of happiness and connection and connectivity to source energy, to divine energy, to mystical energy, to love. And those energies can also trigger vivid sensations, and sometimes confronting energies arise, which can be really intense, because can be intense energies flowing through the body. So it can create it can create instability. It's important to come back to earth, to ground the energy, to slow down as well, deepen one's meditation with this Kundalini energy, which is said in the yogic tradition, always said to rise up from the spine. So you have the sacrum, but below the sacrum is the what's that called? The coccyx. Coccyx. And so that's the lower spine, and in a lot of the traditions, and that's where the energy, it's like the birth canal, it's like the origin of the stem cells that are sparking forth. So we see that as rising up from the lower spine, the base of the spine, the Muladhara chakra. So I studied craniosacral therapy, and that was very much the idea of craniosacral therapy, that was flowing up from the lower spine, burgeoning up, rising up from the spine, activating each chakra. So from that lower spine, rising up the body into the highest possible connection, which is the crown chakra, then the spiritual chakras above that. So embodying the divine energy is really manifest in clearing blocks, clearing ego, and achieving a type of moksha, or union consciousness, or oneness energy connected to all beings, to see the illusion dissolving, see the ego dissolving, and realizing that we all come from this divine source energy. We're really not so separate. We're part of the same energy, part of the same field. So there is this positive of heightened intuition, compassion, synchronicity, connection with nature is often a strong one. A sense of purpose can also be. And also, I find people can find the energy very intense. Their sleep can be disturbed. They may have sensations in the body that they find like tingling, feeling heat, maybe more of a sort of chi energy, which I studied in China. It was really interesting to study qigong and feel the chi rising. There may be movements in the body, and that's really important to move the chi, to move the energy. I love qigong. It's a wonderful sacred practice, very intrinsic to the elementals, to energy, the breath of fire. And of course, when you add any type of visualization through your own intention, then it becomes super powerful. Some of the teachers can be great guides to give us direction, but really we can feel, be in tune with the energy spontaneously. We like dancing through the energy. So qigong is a beautiful, it's a beautiful philosophy. Marianne says, like a shift I feel prior to Chinese New Year, the preparation, finding where and when the dragon will appear. You know, the red coins and stuff like that. This year I need to get the chilies for my purse, coins for wealth. So what do you mean chilies? Like those red little things, little chilies. And what is the purpose of that, Marianne? Well, how does that relate to your reality? My car of 2026 is pointing in the right direction, enjoying the ride. And why is it a car and not a spaceship, Butterfly? I release by going to gymnasium and yoga with meditation. So it's such a beautiful practice. I did a lovely yoga class on Saturday, and it was a great way to bring in the new year. And I was, it's something I experienced quite a lot at a certain time in my life, but lately I haven't been doing much yoga, which is a pity. So I just love this, what you said, Butterfly, pointing in the right direction, enjoying the ride. I release by going to gymnasium and yoga with meditation. Marianne says, look like chilling peppers strung together. And what is that for, Marianne? What is the meaning of that? What does it mean to you? I release by going to gymnasium. So just a reminder, please do like and share the show. We are here for consciousness, to raise a consciousness, intuitive readings, and channeling the divine energy. So I did not have an emoji for a helicopter. So they're developing flying cars. There's quite a few companies that have these amazing flying cars. I'm not sure if you've seen them. They're more like little, no, more like sort of little helicopter type vehicles, and it's pretty interesting if you're into that. Butterfly, I found that fascinating. Maybe that's what's coming next for you. To keep and attract wealth, to keep money from escaping your wallet. So that's interesting, Marianne. Does it work for you? It sounds like an interesting symbol that reminds you and brings in the energy. Everything is energetic. So all of these tools can help us manifest the life that we are yearning for. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So Ascending Butterfly, thank you. And I'm going to just pick another card for 2026, see what's coming through right now for year ahead. It's always good to direct the car, the vessel, the helicopter, the ship. Maybe ship is a good one. It's good analogy, because you set the sail. And that's what life is. It's like what's in front of you. Like, how's your emotional response? How are you directing the field? That's really going to affect the quality of your experience. How are you living now? It's always going to be your emotional experience that's rising up within you, and then that's going to direct how the quality of your experience. All right. So we are picking a card for 2026. Okay. All right. So this energy reminds us that there is a harmony and balance that needs to come forth in the world. And it's kind of a lot of truth is coming out. People are becoming more connected. They're realizing as well that there's not one side or another side. There's not necessarily light and dark. There is light and dark, but as expressed to the world, it's more complex. Everyone has light and dark within them. So even if one person does something horrible and terrible, that doesn't make them all dark. They still have light within them. They still have something within them. And the same collectively, the same with nations. And we are all part of the divine harmony. So we're here to express ourselves as souls. And there is a lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet. And some of you here may be called to that energy, may be called to that energy of uplifting the planet, which is why you are resonating with this content, with the idea of Starlyte, with the idea of raising consciousness. Some of us may have been returning in different incarnations to seed this light, to seed this love consciousness. And that may be in our crystalline core. It is in the crystalline core of Mother Earth. There are ones here to bring the sacredness of life back into embodiment, into spiritual embodiment. So raise up the vibration of the collective, to honor both the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine, and to bring in a sense of reverence for all beings, for all of Earth, and for all of creation. Many of the ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of the planet Sirius. So I feel a very strong connection to this idea of Sirian energy, the color blue. I've always felt like blue was my favorite color. And holding the frequency of pure love to raise up the masculine and feminine, help them exist in harmony. The masculine and feminine, we're not here to be at war, but to be woven into each other in harmony, in perfect harmony, and balance and love and honor and respect, to help see that we're all connected and the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. So this card in 2026 reminds everyone connected, you're here for a purpose. You're being called to bring in this balance, to raise up the energy, raise the harmony between the feminine and masculine energies, to be the guardian of this harmony and balance on this new earth. So you are the creators of the new earth, the embodiment of the new earth energies. It's time for you to step up within and beyond the cauldron of life into the gnosis of spiritual consciousness, which is consciousness of the earth, but not of it, in the earth, but not of it. So your consciousness is divine, and it's also beyond the earth plane. Think of whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing and vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony throughout every corner of planet Earth. So this card reminds us of the rebalancing of masculine and feminine that's happening worldwide, the resurgence of the sacred within us all, and calling each of us to step up our sacred union within, raise the vibration in our own life, step up to live our own purpose, and the ripples will flow from there. So you can honor and balance these sacred energies by calling in your highest purpose. Marianne says, let's see. I would like to know if my finances will improve. Card. New York City has a commie socialist mayor. And Precious, hi, and Happy New Year. Welcome to the show, Presh, and great to see you. How are you? How was the new year? And how are you doing? May I ask for a reading, please, if possible? All right, so we're going to pick a card for the butterfly, the universal butterfly. Let me just have a little bit of tea. It's getting cold. My tea is getting cold. All right, so I think I picked you a card before that reminded you that you're not alone. So that's really, you're connected to the harmony and vibration of the whole universe. But there's a sense of people tribe within you as well. So connect with people, connect with them, make sure you're in harmony with other people, because that's part of your purpose. Because there's a spiritual aspect to your consciousness, and there's also this physical purpose, which is what we're all here to be as human beings on the earth plane. All right, so let's have a look at that. So reminding you of the birth portal, that you have this serene energy that comes from the cosmos that came through very much in your birthing. So that was kind of your signature energy. Often we look at the origin, we look at the beginning for the energy. So we look at the first day of 2026. How are we putting down seeds, or laying the seeds, or planting the seed? And then we look collectively, or over the whole 2026 January, how did we put down roots in January? How did we lay the foundations in January? So the card that's coming out as well is the sense of, when you're tired, lie on your back and bathe in the light of the stars. So that is going to bring in your transmission, your activation, help align you to the crystal grid of the earth and to your own light body. So there's very much a star connection energy here, star bathing for you, butterfly. All right, so we're also reminding you of the inner earth plane, the inner earth plane. So what does this mean? So that's the unseen world. That's reminding you of the unseen world. So this is new solutions, new beginnings, and the new earth is known as Agartha. So that's the hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures have these stories of lost lands like Lemuria, Atlantis, and the like. Celtic and Hindu cultures have these ideas of entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city of Shambhala, which I was always very connected to in the Himalayas. Many have searched for this inner earth in Antarctica and in the physical world, but without much success. So the mystery continues. So you're part of this mystery, and it's almost like solutions are beyond what you can perceive at the moment. Resolutions are out there, but it's the symbolic meaning of the card is it's there, but you cannot necessarily see it. It's sitting in potentiality. There are some physical obstacles, but beyond that is the universal truth, which is way beyond what you can see and way beyond what you can imagine. So there's something almost that you're not seeing, something that's stuck in some senses, and this card is reminding you really to follow the signs of the universe. Remember, the unseen world is real, and help it to find solutions where there are none. Find new ways of being where where there is the old within you. So it's an interesting alchemy card, more of the energy of gnosis. Butterfly says, how interesting. I love sleeping outside. Beautiful. All right. So I think Marianne would like to know about her finances. Yeah, there's interesting energy in New York. And it's really kind of like this collective shifting. The old people just want to dissolve the old, but often they're going back to things that aren't. Communism is not something that's been very effective in the past. It's been very destructive. So they're going to things that are, I would say it's just they weren't educated very well. They didn't have much education of what these things mean or how they are in practice, how they work in practice. So there's a lot of ignorance, and the education system is very, very poor, Marianne. And Butterfly says, thank you so much, Mr. Starlight, for the reading. Much appreciated. All right, so Presh, we're coming to Presh. So let's just have a look for Marianne and see into the cards about. And I'm just getting some tea. All right, so there's definitely a sense of just stop, take a step back, see the bigger picture, and trust the cosmic creator. Trust that there is you are being supported and guided. There's definitely a sense of learning and embracing the new. This card depicts almost like you're stuck in patterns. You're stuck in. I would say we all have this. We have a sense of consciousness that expresses itself out in the world. It is our signature, our blueprint, our coping mechanism as well. So that can be great, but it can also limit us into lower density thought forms, into addiction. So this is inviting you to let go, surrender, let God in. So there's almost a sense of metamorphosis energy coming through in the financial plane. So simplify, clear, and let God into this equation. Let God into this financial equation. I am seeing that there's a lot of hidden soul gifts, soul memories, soul experience that you can draw upon. So there's a lot there, Marianne, that's in potential that can be utilized. It's almost like you're not quite seeing your own light. You're not quite seeing your own consciousness, your own possibilities and potentiality. And it's kind of like you're projecting that out onto the world. So other people aren't seeing it either because you're not seeing it. So come into union and come into acceptance of who you are. And that is going to be a sort of portal energy or gateway to bring in the new way of being. So first, you got to see it. First, you got to believe it. First, you got to take those strides forward into your potential being, stepping forward into your new earth. But there is a victory card which says there is a success aspect happening. You are victorious. So it's saying you are winning. So that's very positive. Yeah. All right. So Presh, let's just have a look at Presh. All right. So there's this beautiful blue flame energy, which is about activation, integration, and it's telling me that now is the time. It's the time to step into your highest timeline, your highest potential. It's like who you were before the world told you who to be. It's stepping into the self of like pure possibility, pure potentiality. Let's have a look. So I feel like there's been a sense of self betrayal, of taking things on which aren't you, taking on ideas, limiting ideas about yourself. So this is reminding you to step forward into your energy with courage, with conviction, with uh, holding the line, forging ahead. This card is saying stepping forward into leadership. So it's saying really push forward into leadership. So forge, don't follow press, step forward. Remember that what other people say and do is their business, but your business is to honor your own light, honor your own soul. By all means, be a bridge between the two worlds, but remember who you are within and live that as your reality, your true nature, your true being, your true self. Summer, welcome to the show. Can I have a reading? Marianne says, thanks for the confirmation. I've been sensing it. All right, so Summer, is there anything specific? You've got a beautiful new picture, I see. Butterfly says, thank you for your time and energy, Mr. Starlight. Have a good week. Good day and week. Thank you so much, Butterfly, and wishing you the same. And good morning, Tracy. How are you? How is Australia? Precious, awesome. Thank you. So, Marianne, thanks for the confirmation. And Summer. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling almost like the you are kind of questioning, but also looking at other people, and we all do this on some level. It's kind of almost like there's a gossip energy around you. So I would say that's holding you back in a way. People, it's almost like people are a bit jealous. Does that resonate? There's some jealousy around you. So, and you're also looking at other people in some regards. So, really take a step back and bring your inherent worthiness forth, your own sense of wholeness, of being full. Fill your own cup is what I'm getting. There is this beautiful card that's confirming that there's a sense of spiritual resonance happening in your life. It's bringing forth a union, awakening kind of energy, which is what I speak of, a kundalini rising, a spiritual awakening. So there's this energy opening up in 26, which is new. It's new beginnings for you. We're going to look at the Starseed Oracle deck for you, Summer. And the cards are jumping out. So there's a very much an earth energy. So the energy there's that like spontaneous energy linked to the Kundalini rising. So the earth around you, the energy around you is saying, wake up, wake up. Your consciousness is switching on. Your energy field is your vibration is getting higher. It's getting more attuned. It's raising up. It's switching on. Your soul is waking up to the pure potentiality. All right, so let's have a look there. And it's reminding you on the cards, surrender to the sweetness, surrender to a way of being where you enjoy the little things. It may be as simple as drinking your tea and really enjoying it, really savoring it, because they're things that are, it's like you're not really appreciating and so it's reminding you appreciate these things. I remember you're here to enjoy these aspects, enjoy the simple things they've been granted to you for you to enjoy. It's also telling me here that there's a little bit of, I would say, little micromanaging, I would say, where you're taking apart things piece by piece and let go of that a little bit. Let go of that sense of trying to control everything. By all means, prioritize what's important to you, but sometimes let go, delegate to other people, let go of having to manage everything, having to control everything. So that's coming through for you strongly, Summer. Thank you. Fresh says, awesome. Tracy says, good morning. Good, thanks. Where's the tissue? Tracy said, would love a message. All right, so we are just looking into the cards for you, Tracy. So definitely I'm getting, don't think everything's lost. It's not. There's new beginnings. There's new ways of being. There's new ways of living your reality. It is happening. Sometimes we do need to close the door. We have to close behind things, and we have to end relationships, and we have to end things, close the door before the new doors can open. The old, let go of the old. Appreciate that. So it's saying there's a sense of waiting, anticipating that things are being woven for you. Definitely there's some waiting kind of energy happening, Tracy. And you also give some training. It's very clear. It's saying this year is time to nurture your soul, time to nurture your soul gifts, to bring these into the world. So I'm feeling like almost like there's a creation happening that could be creating. It almost feels like spiritual artwork, little messages, little writing, communicating. That's uplifting the vibration of the collective. It's very gentle and soft and loving and compassionate. And it's what the world needs is what I'm getting, Tracy. It's what the world needs. So it's really time to build, to bring that forth into the world. All right. Summer says, thank you so much. I can resonate with everything you said. You are awesome. Thank you. And you are awesome too, Summer. All right. So I'm just going to pick a confirmation card. I love all these messages. I'll just pick a confirmation card for you, Tracy. All right. So this is a beautiful card, which is very much about your inner power, your solar plexus. Call it your solar plexus power. Your, in the yoga tradition, that would be your third chakra, which is kind of around your rib cage, your solar plexus area. So that is calling in your power, Tracy, and it's saying, power up, and express your unique essence into the world, your beautiful creativity and your beautiful compassion. This is really shifting to, I would say, radiant light. So put your hands around your solar plexus and imagine radiating light, bright and vibrant life force energy out into your own life, into your own body, into every part of you, into the universe, bringing joy and excitement into everything that you do in the world, upgrading your personal energy. So that's really reigniting, I would say, Tracy, reigniting your energy. That's what the card is saying. All right. So True Summer says, thank you. Tracy says, I'm creative. Precious, awesome. So thank you, everyone. If anyone feels called to like and share, that will be much appreciated. And remember who you are. Remember, you're here to be a human being in the world, not a human doing, but a human being. And Tracy says, love that. Awesome. We're all here to rise and shine. So rise and shine, everyone in the world. And so good to be here to share. Please do connect with me on social media, share the love. And Tracy says, appreciate your time and message. I will be back next week and wishing you all a beautiful week ahead. Remember that every breath can be meditation. Every breath in can be a reminder of the love you share with the world, and every breath out can let go of any self-doubt, any stress you're holding. Just let it go with the out breath, and then breathe in the beautiful golden love and potential energy. Love you, Stu. Sending lots of bright light to you in Florida. Lots of hugs, and we shall see you next week.